Welcome to Workplace Psychology with Dr. Martha Greidick. I'm Dr. Martha Greidick. This podcast examines a wide variety of work-related issues through the lens of industrial and organizational psychology. And while many of the topics discussed here may be seen as intended for white-collar employees and their employers, in reality, the ideas presented here are applicable across organizations and industries. Additionally, many of the topics discussed here may be applicable outside of the workplace. I encourage you to examine what's presented here, apply what makes sense to you, and simply discard the rest. In today's day and age, many of you have most likely heard about the idea or the concept of gratitude, but a lesser known or less popular part of gratitude is the idea of gratitude at the workplace. So today's episode will focus on that, gratitude in the workplace. Let's start with the basics. What is gratitude as it relates to one's work, to the workplace? Well, basically, it's the appreciation of one's work, one's job, one's employer, one's tasks and responsibilities, one's colleagues, one's management, anything and everything that could possibly be related to work is subject to potential gratitude or appreciation. It's about valuing your fellow colleagues. It's about valuing others within the company, within the organization, both those in management and non-management positions. And this is not a surprise by any means. The idea of gratitude, having gratitude as it relates to work at the workplace, is an important part of an individual's well-being as we would define it as it pertains to work. There's a good reason why gratitude has been a topic of conversation, especially over the last several years. Gratitude is good for you, whether we're looking in terms of individual benefits or benefits of those around you. So when we look at gratitude in terms of the workplace, it can be good for individual employees as well as for those around them. And of course, it extends to being good for the organization. Gratitude can help to affect culture, to build the kind of culture that is desirable. It can help to reduce stress. It can help to improve happiness, motivation, satisfaction. It's good for one's health, and it can help us to reduce stress. And this is perhaps one of the more important things to consider. Gratitude can also make you more patient, something that many of us out there could benefit from. While you may have some good ideas in terms of what gratitude looks like or what it means in your personal life, it may not be as clear when it comes to your job or the workplace. So let's take a look at gratitude as it plays out within the workplace. First and foremost, it's important to note that it starts at the top. We cannot expect gratitude to be ingrained in an organization's culture or to be something that is readily evident within the workforce if gratitude is lacking or non-existent at the very top. So, once again, gratitude starts at the top. It's one of those things that goes both ways. It doesn't just flow from management to employee or employee to management or from colleague to colleague. It can flow and should flow in all directions for it to be most effective and most beneficial. Gratitude should definitely be a daily habit, something that is practiced, whether you practice it daily at work or in a combination of at work and at home. At the end of the day, it's in everyone's best interest to practice gratitude and appreciation on a daily basis. And of course, we're looking for things that are genuine. So quality over quantity. If we're looking at gratitude in terms of saying thank you, for example, it should be something that is meaningful, that is heartfelt, and that is quality over quantity. Saying thank you to everything and everyone all the time may lose its meaning or may not have the same type of magnitude as when it's expressed as it's appropriate to be expressed and it's truly meant as an expression of gratitude. Management as well as non-management employees can begin expressing gratitude towards others on a daily basis without any formal training or formal organization of gratitude within a company. But an organization certainly can present programs and incentives, things that will promote a practice of gratitude within the company, things that will affect the culture in such a way where gratitude is simply part of being at that organization. Recognition programs, formal or informal recognition programs, and peer-to-peer acknowledgement are some of the simplest examples of how gratitude could be introduced to an organization. Remember the thankless jobs. Remember to thank those who hardly ever or maybe never are recognized or appreciated. And remember that every position within an organization, ideally, is there for a reason. So every job within an organization deserves to be recognized, and we should, as an organization, essentially be grateful for every position because it's there for a reason. As you can see, it's not that difficult to find reasons to be thankful, to be grateful. Gratitude at work is not a difficult thing. It's a matter of stopping long enough to think about it, recognize it, and actually implement it, do something with that. And while most of this episode focused on gratitude for things outside of ourselves, so gratitude between peers, gratitude between management and non-management, gratitude for one's jobs or projects or responsibilities, we can also focus on gratitude that is focused internally. Being grateful for your hard work, for your own hard work, being grateful for the efforts that you put in. That should not be the only thing that should have your attention, of course, but it's something that should not be forgotten. So while we can be thankful and have gratitude and appreciation towards others or towards the company, towards the organization, let's make sure that we have some time in there to recognize our own efforts. Remember the hard work that you're putting forth every day and be thankful for that as well. It's important to remember that not everybody embraces the idea of gratitude, especially when it comes to the workplace. There may be cultural differences, there may be belief system differences, where gratitude means different things to different people. The appropriateness of gratitude within the workplace is different for everybody. But if we look at gratitude in a general way, chances are that we can find appropriate ways to incorporate it into our daily experiences at work. And for any skeptics out there, there is enough research to indicate the value, the benefits of gratitude in our lives, which of course extends to the workplace. It's not limited solely to our personal life. And as I already mentioned, we're looking for something that is genuine, and we want quality over quantity. So whether we're talking about something formal and organized or less formal or maybe informal altogether, it has to be genuine. It has to be valuable. It has to have quality over quantity. That's when gratitude has true meaning and true benefits. As this episode comes to an end, let's review what was discussed. Gratitude is a topic of conversation that has been quite popular over the last several years, but what is less popular, or what has gotten less attention perhaps, is the idea of gratitude at the workplace. Just as gratitude has proven to be beneficial to us outside of work, so too can gratitude be good for us at work, not only for individuals, but for collective workforces and for the organization as well. Remember that gratitude is one of those things that starts at the top and can easily be incorporated into an organization's culture. And it's one of those things that flows in multiple directions, so it's not a top-down only situation. It can be something that is expressed and experienced between peers, between managers and their team members, between team members and their managers. So there are many ways of expressing gratitude and incorporating it into one's workday. There are many benefits that come with gratitude, whether it's in our personal lives or at work, and research supports this. It's all about our well-being and our experience, whether we look at it from an individual employee's point of view or collectively as a workforce or as an organization. Gratitude can help to improve happiness and satisfaction at work. It can be a motivating factor. It can build resilience and account for higher reports of well-being. There are many benefits that come along with gratitude, especially at the workplace. Quality is key, so remember, quality over quantity. Focus on things that are genuine. As this week unfolds, I invite everybody to consider gratitude, not only in their own lives in general, but also gratitude at the workplace. Are you grateful? Are you appreciative? Are you thankful for those around you and your own efforts? Are you appreciative of the company, the responsibilities you have, and your work environment? And if you are, do you take the time to express it, to let others know how you feel? Let this week be an opportunity to start exploring gratitude at the workplace. For those of you who experience this podcast in an audio-only version, I encourage you to check out my YouTube channel, Stress Free with Dr. G, to see the video version of the podcast. And while you're there, check out some of the other videos. Those focus on effective stress management. So go to Stress Free with Dr. G on YouTube. The link for that is in the description below. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe to this podcast. I look forward to seeing you here again next time. Until then, I wish you joy and well-being.